I'm a solo content creator, and I've been on the hunt for one of the best lenses I can use on my APS-C camera. And everyone keeps saying that you need wide angle, you need 16, you need 15, you need 11, you need 35. So, is this new lens right here that I just got one of the best ones you can get for content creation? So just like I just said right there in that quick intro, there's so many lenses. I mean, you'll hear people talk about 23's the best, 35's the best, Nifty 50's the best, 16's the best, Sigma 16's the best. So you got so many choices out there. Me, I want the wide angle view. So any type of vlogging, you want that wide angle view, especially if you have a crop sensor, and you want to put the stabilization on it. So a lot of the lenses, unless you're paying really really good money, like 800-900 bucks on most of these lenses, you're not getting lens stabilization. And then if you don't have like a $3,000 FX camera or something like that, you're not getting a really good stable, and then you got to go run it through Catalyst Browse and all this stuff. So with the ZV-E10, the camera that I use, there is a active steady shot. So if you're walking around and you're doing anything and you don't want to put it on the gimbal or nothing like that, well, once you put it in, then the screen's going to come like all the way up in here, and it's going to cut a lot of this off. Well, if you go to 11 and you do that, then it's more like you're using around a 13 millimeter instead of an 11 millimeter. So that's one reason why I went, I wanted the 11 millimeter is for that simple fact right there. That, and I like prime lenses. So on normal lenses, say like this Sony 55 to 210, whenever you're adjusting from 55 to 210, it's like a few magnifying glasses that are, you know, telescoping in and out to focus and to get that image there. And sometimes that, to me, the image, don't get me wrong, they look good on these cameras. I mean, whether it's 4K or not, they still look good, but they're not as crisp. Um, where here in a minute, whenever I put this 11 millimeter on, because right now you're watching me through the Tacona 11 to 18, and I'm at 11 millimeter right now. So this is what you see at 11 millimeter, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put on the Yongnuo 11 millimeter. But the image is going to be so different. It's going to be a lot cleaner. It's going to be crisper. And I'm going to keep everything the same. I have my shutter at 1/60. I have my f-stop at 2.8 because of how much light I have in here. If I put it at 1.8, it's going to really blow it out. And my ISO is at 300 right now because I got a pretty well lit room here at my office during the day. So with this lens, Yongnuo is also giving away their remote right now. So it was cool. I played around with it for just a little bit. Unless you're trying to get your bokeh balls in the back or whatever and get that blurry background, and you want to do like some focus pulling and you want to pull away and stuff with your focus pull, that's the only good thing I see this. But again, at the same time, to do something like that, you'd have to have it on an external monitor to see what you're actually really doing. Other than that, I didn't see too much of the remote. I mean, again, it was free. I didn't pay the extra 30 bucks or nothing like that for it. But hey, I have it in case there's something that maybe I bypass. So let's go over some of the specs real quick. So one thing on this lens is we do have weather sealing around here. We do have a USB for firmware updates right here. I have yet to have one lens that ever, I went to their website and there was actually firmware on there. So I don't know how true a lot of these firmwares are, or if it's just a gimmick or whatever it is. I've never had any of these any of my lens, like the lens I have right now, the Tacona. I mean, I've had it for 3 years and there's not been one update, and I believe that there should be some updates for it. But what else we got here? So you got a clickable aperture ring. So I like this fact here because I do certain events. So like I went to a truck show, right? And as I was filming, I would hit the aperture ring, and it's like, oh man, it's like, certain things get in your way. So having that clicky, and it's not hard, but it clicks. If you hit this, you know that you hit it. So which is really really nice. I do like that. 58 millimeter on your to put ND filters or anything for your outer threads right here. So you got 58. That lens is nice and thick in there. I mean, it's really, really nice. Don't get me wrong, I was looking at the Sony, and one of the biggest reasons why I was only looking at the Sony is because of the OSS, which is the in lens stabilization plus the in stabilization on the camera. Those matched together, you should get a lot smoother of an image. But I don't want to pay that kind of price. I mean, almost $300 less for this one here. Again, non-sponsored video. What other specs do we have here? Let me go through some of these specs with you real quick. So it has 7 aperture blades. It is, again, the filter diameter is 58 millimeters. Minimum aperture is f/16. Max aperture is 1.8. Focal length is 11 millimeter E mount. The drive stage inside of it is a digital stepping motor, and the motor is really, really quiet. So again, you're seeing me right now on the Tacona 11-18 at 11 millimeter, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook up the Yongnuo 11, and we're going to see what the difference is just right here in the same scenario, same outlook, before I show you some of the video and images that I've done on this lens so far. All right, so this is what the Yongnuo 11 looks like right here. This is the Tacona that I had on. So again, it was nice. I mean, I'm still going to use this. I really do still like my 11-18. There's a few things that I like around 13, around the 15. But I do, now that I got this 11 from Yongnuo, and this is my first Yongnuo lens, I'm going to most likely get their 16 prime as well. They'll probably be here in, it took 3 weeks to get here from China, so it'd probably be another 6 weeks or so before I get that one and see how that one is. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. But for vlogging and doing what I do, if all you're trying to do is content creation, again, whether it's a cooking channel, review channel, vlogging channel, whatever you're trying to do, a little podcast, I mean, this right here is, to me, what you kind of need. If you have multiple camera setups and 16 you want a little closer and a little further, then the 16 and 11 is what you need. I think this right here is this very crisp, very clean. I'm keep looking down here because I've been playing around with it for a couple of days, and it's just like, I really do like it. All right, so we're going to play around with the focus real quick, see how quick it snaps on. Snaps pretty good. Snaps off. Snaps on. Snaps off. All right, so I'm just going to walk down the street just a little bit here. This is with active stabilization off on the camera. And then on my way back, I will turn on the active stabilization with this lens right here. My aperture is an aperture priority. That way it tries to help adjust because it's very, very sunny out right now. I didn't want to do anything manual on it just yet. So maybe when I turn the other way, the sun won't be as bad. But yeah, so this is, if you're just going to walk around and vlog, this is what the 11mm right here is going to look like. So no, it's a beautiful day here in Houston. Very beautiful. So, but yeah, this is what you should expect right here to walk around with, you know, your camera and, you know, vlogging. This right here is what you should expect right here. So let me go ahead and turn the active stabilization on. All right, so I cropped in just a little bit, and now this is with active stabilization on right now. So I know a lot of people, just like me, we start watching our LCD screen instead of looking directly at the camera. I do apologize. I just want to see what, you know, everything else is doing right now. Go ahead and switch hands. I do not have it on the gimbal. This is just a Sony tripod for, you know, you can put it on pretty much on anything if you want. I got some birds over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back over here. I'm going to take a couple pictures of some flowers and see what the actual pictures look like on this camera right here, or on this lens. Again, this is the Yongnuo 11mm. I am in active stabilization right now, or active shot for Sony. Well, there you go. That's the 11 millimeter by Yongnuo, 1.8 aperture on there. That's what you get out of vlogging. There's just a couple of pictures, nothing too dramatic on pictures or nothing. But I mean, it is to me, it is a good deal for 288 for the lens versus Sony's offering for $600. So that's just my honest opinion. Hopefully this video helped you out. If you like the way that this mic sounds, go ahead and check out this review over here. This is the new Flyflying Tank 1. I mean, this microphone, I really, really like this microphone. So go ahead and check out this video right here. I'm Thomas with Tomology. I'll catch you in the next one.